Hey, amazing human. Okay, ever caught yourself thinking that no one can load the dishwasher just right? Or maybe you catch yourself refolding the towels after your partner's already done it because, come on, there's the right way to do it and the wrong way, and they're doing it the wrong way, right? Well, if that sounds familiar, you may have a little saboteur hanging out in your brain. Well, meet the Stickler. They're the perfectionist roommate in your mind that loves order but hates fun. I'm Nando Rodriguez, the performance coach for high achieving entrepreneurs, creators, and coders who want to stop holding themselves back and level up. All right, we're going to identify the problem. Let's be real. The Stickler has some serious skills. You got that eagle eye for detail. You love to be organized. And your high standards? Mwah! Chef's kiss. But when the Stickler goes overboard and takes the wheel, it gives us that control freak energy that no one likes. And it makes everybody who's around feel like they're under a microscope. So imagine this. Your partner loads the dishwasher. Sweet, right? Wrong. The Stickler pops up and says, why are the dishes facing the wrong way? So what do? You quietly, or not so quietly, rearrange everything to put it in the right place. And then guess what happens? Your partner sees it, feels unappreciated, and then this occurs. They don't even bother the next time it needs to be done. Congratulations, buddy. You are now the official dishwasher manager for life. And here's the kicker. It's not even about the dishes. That constant nitpicking, it creates a distance between you and the people that you love. Friends, coworkers, partners, they start to feel like they'll never be able to meet your standards. So they back off, as they should, and it leaves you sitting there alone wondering, why doesn't anybody help me? Or how come nobody wants to hang out with me? So now I want to talk about the big lie that the Stickler has you think. The Stickler whispers in your ear, if everything is perfect, everyone's going to appreciate you and your high standards. But that's not the case, because in reality, it does the opposite. And I'm going to show you how. Because instead of thinking, oh my goodness, he's so on top of everything, he makes everything so smooth and clear and chaotic free, they're actually thinking, what I'm up to is never good enough. And the result is, you end up feeling overwhelmed, stressed, and burdened. Because who wants to step into a space where they're constantly feeling criticized? And listen, even if you mean well, I get it. But here's the thing. You might have that flawless dishwasher, but at what cost? Seriously, at what cost? Okay, so let's talk solutions. And I got 3 for you. So hold up. I got you. We ain't leaving you out in the rain, okay, boo? Step 1, ask yourself, does this really matter? Before you rearrange the dishes or maybe even change the PowerPoint font for the 6th time, ask yourself this one question. Is this actually a must-be perfect moment? Or could good enough be good enough? This is where I want you to bring in the 80-20 rule. And keep this in mind. Only 20% of the things need your perfectionist magic. The other 80, let it go. Let it go, Elsa, or Anna, or Olaf, or whoever. Let it go. Number 2, focus on connection versus correction. So instead of pointing out what went wrong, try just focusing on what went right. I want you to start celebrating the effort. So even if the silverware is facing east instead of west, let it go. Wait, is that east? Is this west? Wherefore I thought, Romeo, the sun is the east and the moon. You get the point. Let it go. What you're going to do is you're going to create teamwork, and actually they might want to take on the task again next time, and again, and again, and again. Step 3, notice when the Stickler pops up. When that little voice tells you this isn't good enough, it needs to be perfect, let that be your cue to take a pause. And I want you to shift your focus from fixing to feeling. How is this going to feel for the other person? How is this going to impact the relationship? Kind of like ask, is it worth the tension? Is it worth the argument? Right? How's it going to make you feel, and how's it going to make them feel? Let me tell you this story about when my husband and I first moved in together and we started cooking together. And he'd come in to excited to want to help make dinner or what have you. And I could not I could not help but focus on he was cutting the onions wrong. That's not the way you dice tomatoes. And I was trying to be nice, but eventually, like, the more comfortable I got, the more damaging I was in how I was letting him know that's not how you do this, that's not how you do that. The stickler was on fire, and the stickler was just like full blown out. So of course, he stopped wanting to help in the kitchen. So then I'm left there thinking, oh, seriously? I gotta cook, I gotta clean up, I gotta dice and this. But I was never really taking accountability for how I was showing up in the kitchen, right? And it made cooking, which I absolutely love, into a chore. And so you really want to think about this thing that I'm nitpicking, this thing that I'm really critiquing. Is it worth like having this isolation, or do I want to have fun, play some music, dance around, cut an onion? How do you cut an onion? Wrong. I think back now, 15 years later, okay, 15 years ago, that's where I was at. Stickler on fire. If your stickler is flipping out over the dishwasher, or it's turning every group project or team project into a solo one, keep this in mind. It's time for you to show the stickler who's the boss. Perfect is good, but connection, that's where the real magic happens. That's where the fun gets created. The memories. Okay, hold on, stop. You don't know your top 3 saboteurs? All right, stop everything. I'm putting a link in the description. Go take the assessment, the saboteur quiz. It's free, so you can be in the conversation and really work on these. Trust me, you need to meet the rest of your mental squad. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to give you more tips on how to deal with those sneaky saboteurs. And drop a comment. I want to know what the funniest thing you ever fixed that created chaos. I want the tea, yo. Until next time, keep slaying, keep shining, and remember, you're only one bold action away from creating that breakthrough that you deserve. Let's make it happen. East. I think it's that way. I don't know.